Hello everyone, I hope you all are safe at your home. First of all, welcome you all for this new session. Today, I am going to start chapter of biology for class 7 and the name of the chapter is Organization in Living Things. In this chapter, we will divide this in separate subdivisions and we are going to deal one of each level. First of all, levels of organization. What it means? It means that when we deal with the living ones, we all know that the unit of living one is cell. One diagram is here that one is very easy to deal with this topic. The first, as you can see, cell. Cell is the unit for living organization. Collection of cells, different types of cells, they unite together to form tissue. Tissue unite together to form organ. Different organ can form organ system and different organ system can form organization. That means organism we can say. So, the first unit for all this is cell. Cell is basic, functional and structural unit for living one. Now, this is level of organization. Different level of organizations are there and they unite together, they function together and form one organization, that is school. Just like that, in living one also, these level of organization are there and they all work together. And as we can say, one organism is there. Now, the second one is tissue. In tissue, we can say collection of cells. They function together. They unite together to do a particular kind of function, that is tissue. The third point is plant tissue. Tissue is of two types, animal tissue as well as plant tissue. Animal tissue we will discuss in next session. In this session, we will discuss about plant tissue. Plant tissue basically is divided into two types, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Now, I want to show you one thing. Plant tissue. Now that plant tissue is divided into meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue, as the name indicates, permanent means fixed. There is no differentiation of cell. But in case of meristematic tissue, undifferentiated, actively dividing cells. That means the cells having capability for division, that one is present in meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissue on the basis of location in plant where it is situated, on the basis of location, that means plant which part having this kind of tissue are present, on the basis of that it can be divided into apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. Now, the next one, permanent tissue is divided into two types, that is simple and complex. Simple having three types of tissue, permanent, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And complex is divided into phloem and xylem. These all we will discuss one by one. Now, first of all, meristematic tissue. As we have discussed right now, that depending on upon the location, that one is divided into apical, lateral and intercalary meristem. In that, as we have already discussed, that cell divide and redivide. By that, suppose root always in the growing phase, that means cell should be differentiated, cell should be divided. In case of stem, development of stem, there also meristematic tissue is there. As well as thickness of plant, there also cells should be divided so that the thickness can be increased. So by these three, they having meristematic tissue. Now, what are the function of meristematic tissue? Now, one diagram is also here. Just I want to discuss this also. You can see shoot apical meristem where the cells can divide. Here the root apical meristem, their root can divide again and again, and this one having meristematic tissue, and this one is a lateral meristem. By that thickness of plant can be present. Now, function of meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue act as parent tissue from which other tissue develop. These tissue take part in growth by formation of new cells. With the help of meristem, plant continue to produce new leaves, branches of stem, root, flowers, fruit, etc. That means collectively we can say growth of plant takes place by this meristematic tissue. So class, this is about meristematic tissue. Then what about permanent tissue? Why permanent tissue are important? This is the question. Meristematic tissue, yes, growth is essential, but why permanent tissue is important? Permanent tissue is also important because now suppose photosynthesis process is there. We all aware about that. In previous class also we have discussed. Now for that, conduction of water should be takes place, as well as after photosynthesis, manufactured food should be utilized by plants also. So all of these functions, they work together, and in this process permanent tissue plays vital role. So permanent tissue, first of all, as we have discussed, divided into two: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue having different types of this tissue: parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. These different types of tissues are there that present in plant, and they all having different functions. Next one is about xylem and phloem. Xylem, what is xylem? Xylem is also complex tissue because different types of cells, they work together to form tissue. So xylem, what is the function of xylem? The conduction of water takes place. What is the function of phloem? Phloem can manufacture food from leaves. They can conduct to different parts of body. Body means plant body. So we can say these all tissues, they work together, and we can say that one is plant tissue. Now, can you see this? Xylem and phloem. Now xylem also having different types of cells are there. Tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem sclerenchyma. Like that, phloem also having different types of cells. These cells, they work together to form tissue, and different types of tissue, they form complex tissue. That's why that one is known as complex permanent tissue. For this session, we are going to end this topic. In next session, we will continue this chapter. Thank you so much.